Welcome back, guys. This is Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and today we're going to be doing a little walk around on a 1960 Bel Air. This one's got a 283 under the hood with power steering, patina paint job, Riddler rims, disc brakes in the front, drum in the rear. And what I like to do in these videos is point out any kind of flaws so you know exactly what we're buying before you get here. We do have 100 detailed pictures at maplemotors.com you could check out. We also have shipping and finance, and yes, you can get financed on these type of rides. We also update maplemotors.com with new inventory every Monday, so be sure to check that out, because by Tuesday or Wednesday, half of the stuff that we put on there is usually sold, so they don't last very long. We're gonna get started here. This one does have a patina paint job. They made it look like this on purpose. We're gonna be looking for any kind of rust spots, dents, big deep scratches, and stuff like this. On the front chrome bumper, there's some chrome flaking off. There's a scratch right there coming around the front end. You can see a little bit of pitting popping up on that chrome as well. The grille is in decent shape, a little bit faded. Coming down the passenger side here. Looks like a little bubble is popping up right here with some rust. Going on down the door a little bit more, there's some bubbles popping up at the bottom here with some rust trying to come through. You can see a couple little holes in the corner of that door. And down here at the bottom. Keep cruising. Same thing on the back door. Coming up over the fender. You have a spot in the back here as well. Coming back to midsection. You see where they've sanded the car down to make it look like this. You got some pitting on your door handle and your mirror. I'd say they weren't too worried about the pitting when they were going for this theme. Looks like a little hole right there on top of the fender. Coming on up. You got the old glass. See that? The seal's a little bit dry rotted around that front window. The vent window's definitely some old glass as well. It's that seal. Looking over the roof, a couple little chips. Went over this back section now. Chrome has got some scratches. Trim is a little bit pitted. Can be polished up. Dual exhaust out the back. Looking in the trunk, I did notice there's some moisture getting in there. It's a very thin seal here, but it feels good. It's newer. Got a little bit of rust in the trunk lid right there. Somebody's patched this side. Some of the insulation still hanging on there too. I'll give you a shot of the package tray. Oops, sorry. Had to spin you around. As you can see, there's some moisture in there. We'll be wiping out when we get back to the car lot. go. Ender's shut down. One of the best back ends, in my opinion. All right, coming down this side, we're gonna do the same thing. Look down the lower portion, check everything out. So coming down the lower side, you do got spots right here, popping up on the rear quarter, a couple bubbles. Coming up over the fender here, a couple more bubbles in the back of the door, and then the lower portion there. There's a small spot right there. Coming back to midsection. Little dent in the door there. Of course, pitting on the door handle. And that mirror's actually in good shape. They may have replaced that. You got some denting in the trim. A few small spots popping up. A couple spots in the back here. Top of the trim right here has got some defects too. It's been flattened out right there. Some light scratches popping up on the front windshield. Probably from the windshield wipers. Okay, we've made it around this car. We're gonna go ahead and check the interior out, get her started up, give you some undercarriage shots, and I do have those detailed pictures, so I want you to check that out. Opening the door up, the panel here is in great shape. All the handles and stuff have pitting on them. The bottom of the door here has some rust. Weather stripping is eat up on top there. Looking at the bottom. Carpet's a bit older, seats are in great shape. Back seat, same thing. Package tray looks great. Headliner, a little bit of sagging going on in it, but for the most part, looks pretty good. Go ahead, place your bets. Do you think the horn works on this one? It's a little game we like to play on the channel. Turn the key starter up, showing 87,000 miles on the dash. It's hard for me to stand behind that. Our temperature gauge is broke. The motor's definitely not that hot, so that's not reading correctly at all. It's got some spots in the dash where a few chips are coming through, little freckles. Wipers are going to need some maintenance. They're not working. That is if you want to use wipers. Radio is not cutting on. Heat works. Go ahead and try this horn. It is not working. How many of y'all lost that bet? I thought this one was going to work. We've had a lot working this week. Open the glove box, maybe. Usually I get the key and stick it in there. We got detailed pictures of it. We'll cut the lights on. I forgot to do the lights on the Cougar, and everything works too. A lot of people said that on there. Y'all got used to me doing these lights now. We used to do these lights on a spreadsheet, separate from the video. Turn signals popping up, lights are on. Tail lights are on, turn signals popping up on the left. Pretty good sounding exhaust. I like the setup. Try the other side. Looks like we got a little bit of a valve cover leak over here. Probably tighten it down and keep it from dripping. I literally just did that on my Chevrolet. Had to tighten up the valve covers so they wouldn't leak. They were brand new seals. This is just a Phillips head screwdriver too, so they can't get very tight. Lights working. Okay. Yeah, you can see. You can actually see where it's wet where the Phillips head is. Yeah. See, there's a little bit of smoke trying to come up there from where it's dripping down out of it. Try to remember to tighten that when I get back to the lot. Sounds like a very small lifter noise coming from this side. It doesn't sound like a exhaust leak, so. Okay, we made it all the way around the car. I'm gonna try to get you some undercarriage shots. This thing is low to the ground. I'll do my best. I do have detailed pictures at maplemotors.com, so be sure to check that out. Let's look under this. Yeah, look how low that thing is. Some new stuff hanging under here. I appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I try to describe a car for you in two different ways. I'll walk around and a test drive here on YouTube. You can see any of our inventory at maplemotors.com. You see something you like, you can type in the year, the model, and Maple Motors on YouTube, and it usually will pop up. We do update that inventory every Monday with new cars. I have shipping and financing available. Detailed pictures, wheels, tires, parts, accessories, and we'll be happy to hear from you. We're all family here. Close to 40 years of business. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll be putting tons out this week and next week. I've already got a whole load of cars ready to go. Appreciate you watching. I want to thank y'all in advance for sharing and hitting that like button. That helps us out greatly. I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.